Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Keeneland Racecourse here on Thursday. It is the 10th of April, 2025. Gonna look at the eighth race from Keeneland, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean it around the world. Let's look at the eighth race from Keeneland, which is an allowance race, purse $130,000. Races for fillies and mares, 4-year-olds and upwards, no more than 18,000 twice in the main claim starter or state bred allowance race, which never went through races here. We have a field of 14 horses entered. Only 10 could go 1,100 meters of 5.5 furlongs in the Keeneland turf course. Gonna take the 5 horse Crown Imperial as top selection. 5169 for me in the superfecta. 5169 super. Top selection of 5 horse Crown Imperial. This 4-year-old Classic Empire, John Ortiz trains. Red Ortiz Jr. gets the mount. They ran the horse most recently on the 12th of August at Ellis, 5.5 and allowance race for 77,000. He finished third by 2 1/4 lengths that day, and he just kind of stalked all around the race course. He couldn't get there late. I thought he ran his heart. I thought cutting back and trip was a success for him. Back and trip off the bench. John Ortiz, not the best numbers off the bench, but I think this horse could find the winner's circle. Finally put it back and trip. Also, he's run very well. He should see a good pace to close up in two. He ran two back at Ellis, 1 mile an allowance, option 50 claimer on the 7th of July, where he finished fourth by 4 1/4 lengths that day, and he just kind of stalked from the inside. He never got going, kind of yielded out of it also. I just do think the trip was too long for him that day. And then the Penn Oaks at Penn National, 1 mile, 31st of March. Finishing seventh by 5 1/4 lengths there. He just never really got going. You could say the race before his most recent Keeneland race, 1 mile last spring in the Appalachian, finishing 10th by 5 1/4 lengths with a wide trip. He just wasn't staying the trip. Just all those races before that final race of the season last year where he was rounding 2 turns, he just wasn't getting into it. But if you look at the 2-year-old form, had a very nice win in the Untapped Bowl of the 6.5 at Kentucky Downs, had decent place in the Bolting's Landing, and behind Admist Waves at Monmouth and the Colleen, had a very good third place finish. I can trip here today at 8-1. I think this horse is loaded. I think the 1 horse Ultimate Ready could win also for Belmont Flavian. Was a winner off on debut last February at Turfway going 6, and I mean the special weight winning by no winning by a nose that day. He really came home clear from a very wide trip, and I thought it was a good effort. But you didn't see the horse for nearly a year afterwards. Came back 23rd of February of 25 under the new care Bill Monic Goldstream. 5 furlongs off 25. Went by head, closing up at the back of the pack. I thought that was a very good race. Longer trip for second-time winner, secured Keeneland to the Midwest. Another horse, I think he could win at 4-1. Let's use him on the ticket. But to recap my selection now for the eighth from Keeneland, I'm going to take the 5 horse Crown Imperial. Give kudos to the 1 horse Ultimate Ready. 5169 Super. 5-1 in the multi race. So, collect one. Please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.